Caesar, Book 5, Section 35. With these rules having been observed most carefully by them, meaning the Gauls, and whenever a group of men or cohort left the circle and made an attack, the enemy fled back most swiftly. Meanwhile, it was necessary that, or it usually happened, that a great part of the circle be exposed and that weapons be received from that open flank. So, again, when the men, the Romans, began to return into that place from where they had left, those who had left were surrounded by them, the Gauls, and those who had stood nearby were also surrounded, ab eis, by the Gauls. So that is to say, whenever the Romans got out of their ranks to throw weapons or anything like that, they were basically surrounded and attacked close up by the Gauls. If they were not able to hold their ground, however, a place for bravery was not left. So they didn't have any opportunity to be brave. Nor were they able, the Romans, they having been packed in, and here are the Romans packed in like penguins, so they having been packed in, nor were they able to avoid the weapons from such a large number of men, the Gauls. Having been affected by so many bad things, by so many inconveniences, and with many wounds having been accepted, they were resisting. But with a great part of the day having been used up, when the fighting continued, although the fighting continued from first light to the 8th hour, which is sometime in the afternoon, they committed nothing which was not worthy of them. So in other words, the Romans did everything they could and tried to be as worthy as possible. Then, Tito Balventio to Vera Forti at Magna Auctoritatis is a dative of possession going all the way down here to Femor Traigitor. So the thigh was pierced by a spear, or actually each thigh was pierced by a spear, and then you can throw in your dative of possession. Each thigh of Titus Balventius, a brave man and a man of great authority, who had led the army of the first rank the previous year. Each of his thighs was pierced by a spear. Quintus Lucanius, of the same order, meaning up here, who also had command of a first rank. Pugnons Fortissime, fighting very bravely. He was killed while he was running up as while he was running up to help his surrounded son. Lucius Cotta, the legate, urging on all the cohorts, I can't say this word, cohorts and ranks. While he was doing that and acting bravely, he was wounded in the face by a slingshot. Okay, continuing on with section 36. Having been moved by these matters, meaning all of the injuries despite the brave fighting, Quintus Titurius Sabinus, when he had seen Ambiorix talking to his men from far off, he sent the go-between, or the interpreter, Gnaeus Pompeius, to Ambiorix, rogatum, to ask, supine nuem, to express purpose, to ask, or for the purpose of asking, that Ambiorix spare himself, Sabinus, and his soldiers. He, Ambiorix, having been duly addressed, responded that if Sabinus wanted to speak to him, then it would be allowed. He responded that he hoped that he would be able to get this accomplished by the crowd, to allow the Romans to come and talk to them, because this pertained to the safety of the soldiers. He said that no harm would come to them. Indeed, no harm would come to him, Sabinus. And he said that he would would place or swear an oath on this matter. So now, switch and subject again. Ele is Sabinus. He communicated with the wounded Cotta, if it seemed okay, that they leave from the battle so that they could go speak together with Ambiorix. He said that he hoped that he would be able to get this obtained from him, meaning probably from Cotta, because it concerned the safety of it was about his own safety and the safety of the soldiers. Cotta denied that he would go to an armed enemy, and he held strong in this opinion.